In today's video, we'll explore two fascinating and transformative concepts, karma and free will. You may have heard of these words before, but what do they really mean? And, more importantly, how do they directly influence your life and personal growth? Karma is often described as the law of cause and effect, where our actions and choices bring about consequences that eventually return to us. Free will, on the other hand, is the power we have to choose our path, shaping our decisions with freedom and responsibility. But how do these concepts connect? Is our destiny completely guided by karma, or do we have, through free will, the power to transform and transcend circumstances? In this video, we'll dive deeply into this question and discover how the choices we make can transform our karma, leading us to a path of increasingly authentic personal growth. If this intrigues you, stay until the end to find out how you can use karma and free will to create a life more aligned with your goals and values. To understand karma, let's start by demystifying some common ideas. Karma is often seen as a kind of universal punishment, something that makes us pay for bad choices or past mistakes. But karma is much deeper than that. It's not a harsh judge, but rather a gentle teacher. In essence, karma is a law of cause and effect, a principle that says everything we do, think, or feel generates a consequence. This doesn't mean we're being punished for something we did. Think of karma as a learning opportunity. It brings lessons so we can grow and make more conscious choices. Imagine this example. You act kindly and help someone without expecting anything in return. Later, you notice that either this person, or perhaps a complete stranger, repays the kindness in some way. This is the concept of positive karma. Our good deeds also yield good returns, not necessarily from the same person or in the same situation. Now, consider a situation where someone acts with anger or injustice. Instead of seeing this as future punishment, karma creates conditions that allow this person to reflect on their actions and possibly transform that behavior in the future. Karma guides us towards self-reflection that encourages positive changes, showing us the impact of our choices and inviting us to improve. By seeing karma in this way, we start to understand that each action is a seed planted, and each seed has the potential to bear fruit. These fruits may be sweet or bitter, but they always offer a lesson. If karma creates the conditions around us, free will is what gives us the freedom to decide how to react to those conditions. Free will is the power to choose, at each moment, the path we want to take. It's the key to consciously creating our future. Imagine you're on a road with multiple forks. Karma may determine some of these forks, but free will allows you to choose which direction to take. It enables us to respond differently to challenges, transforming difficult circumstances into opportunities for learning and growth. For example, let's say someone is in a conflict situation. Choosing to respond with anger or calmness is an act of free will, and this decision not only affects the environment around them but also shapes the person's character and destiny. When we choose to act consciously, based on values like compassion, honesty, and empathy, we're using free will to create a cycle of positive karma, reflecting what we want to see in our lives. That's why free will is a powerful gift. It puts us in control of our journey. It gives us the responsibility and the opportunity to be the authors of our story. And the more aware we become of our choices, the closer we get to our purpose and the life we truly want to build. Now that we understand what karma and free will are, let's explore how these two concepts intertwine to shape our journey. Think of karma as a garden. The experiences, challenges, and life conditions we encounter are like seeds that have been planted in our garden over time, whether from past choices or circumstances beyond our control. But free will is the tool we have to decide how to tend this garden. When we face a difficult situation, something that may be the result of previous karma, we have the power to choose how to react. We can react with despair and feel at the mercy of circumstances, or we can use this experience as a springboard for growth and finding solutions. In other words, karma creates the stage, but free will is the director that allows us to decide how the story unfolds. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine someone facing a series of financial problems. This challenge can be seen as a karmic condition, but what really matters is how the person chooses to respond. With free will, they can choose to dwell in discouragement or decide to learn new skills, be creative in finding solutions, and use this moment to learn something about themselves and life. This combination of karma and free will is powerful because it reminds us that, even in difficult situations, we have the ability to choose a new direction. Instead of being mere victims of our circumstances, we become co-creators of our reality, planting new seeds and cultivating the kind of life we truly want to live. Now that we understand the power of karma and free will, how can we use them practically in our daily lives? There are some simple yet powerful practices that help align our choices with our values, creating a cycle of positive karma and cultivating a more conscious, fulfilling life. One of these practices is daily reflection. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on your actions, choices, and emotions. Ask yourself, are the choices I made today aligned with who I want to be? This self-assessment exercise allows you to identify behavior patterns and reminds you that you always have the power to change and make better choices. Another powerful practice is mindfulness. Through mindfulness, we learn to be present in each moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This helps us react more consciously, rather than acting on autopilot. When we are present, we make decisions with greater clarity and avoid generating negative karma through impulsive or automatic reactions. Conscious acts of kindness are also essential. Every act of generosity, compassion, or empathy we perform without expecting anything in return plants seeds of positive karma along our path. This could be something as simple as listening attentively to someone, offering help, or even smiling at a stranger. These small gestures create a positive energy that, in one way or another, will return to us. Finally, practice gratitude. Recognizing what we have in our lives helps us appreciate the present and makes us more aware of our impact on the world around us. Gratitude connects us to the present moment and reminds us that, regardless of circumstances, there's always something to be grateful for. Karma and free will are not just abstract concepts, they are powerful forces that drive our personal growth. When we understand that each challenge brings a lesson and each choice is an opportunity, we begin to live with more purpose and awareness. Karma provides us with scenarios in which we can grow, but it is free will that allows us to choose how to face these scenarios. Every time we decide to act with courage, compassion, or wisdom, we shape our character and strengthen our ability to handle future situations with maturity. Conversely, when we act impulsively or reactively, we perpetuate cycles that may keep us stuck. In the end, karma and free will work together to help us become more complete and self-aware versions of ourselves. They invite us to look inward, to know ourselves deeply, and to recognize that, even in the most difficult circumstances, we have the ability to choose who we want to be and the impact we want to leave in the world. So remember, karma and free will not only shape what happens to us, but also how we grow and develop from these experiences. And it is in this process of constant evolution that we find life's true purpose.